Welcome everybody. It's Paweł Mączka here. We just opened up the second meetup called OpenVirtualization.Pro. Like I said, second one. I'm not only one here in the studio. Martin, come on over here.
Hello everyone.
They're there.
They're there.
Okay. So Marcin Kubacki, a little bit later we'll talk about what is his role today, but it's not only about us, there's a second camera. Marcin, please change to our guests.
Hi guys,
Hi,
Jacek Skurzyński, Red Hat.
and Zbigniew Paweł, Red Hat 2.
The background is like from hell. That is what we noticed. I'm curious about your suggestion. Just let us know that you hear us well. So the voice and the quality of the video. The quality of the video will be different because of the platforms. We many times struggle with it. But the key point is that you will understand what we are talking about, and you'll see the presentation and the live demo hopefully. So let's wrap up. Have a few minutes. Change the camera. I don't want to play with them. Let's Zbigniew and Jacek care about this. How do you feel, gents?
Very well as usual.
Very
Absolutely.
good. Very good. It's not the first time that we've seen in this setup. We've many times had a few webinars.
I think we're used to it.
We used to it, yeah, to play each other and to share the knowledge. We're glad that we have you here. Let me see how many people we have. 43, nice one. There is more than 150 registered, so let's wait 2 minutes and we will start. If you will have any questions, do not hesitate, just ask on a chat, use a chat. You know, if we'll do something bad or talking about some bullshit, no worries, just let us know. It's important feedback. Are we going in the right direction or not? The key point is that all of the presentation should be prepared. Should have a live demo, not mine.
Working
Working live demo. This is really important when we have a meetups and the presentation. It's not recorded, and I heard that it's working even better than the last time we had a meetup. Yes, guys.
Even better working, yeah.
Even better working.
Better
Yeah.
and working. Even better and working.
Okay.
And
I will.
and without the
Hopefully
square of the Jacek code.
Yeah, I don't know if you were on the first one, but we have some funny things about the rectangle. I will tell you later on. But at this point, let me start to share my screen. And just give me the sign that you should see the first slide called OVP Meetup 2, the role of open virtualization in today's changing world. Okay. Hi Karol, hi Florin, hi Krzysztof, Paolo. We can see Alexander, David. I see some Polish friends. I can see some people from abroad. Let me know from where you are and how you found it OVP. This is also an interesting part for us. You can put the flag or the name. Jasminka, hello. Pleasure to have you here. Janusz. Okay, guys. Next slide is quite important because it's all about us and why we are here. Let's start with, I think, with the Red Hat guys, Martin. Yeah, the devils.
The devils. Wow.
Devils always first. Zbigniew Paweł, what's your role in Red Hat and why are you here?
I'm solution architect. I focus on the infrastructure part of Red Hat portfolio, especially about management. I mean, for example, satellite. Of course, I focused on the virtualization platform, especially Red Hat virtualization, and I'm big fan our software-defined solution called CEF.
CEF. I heard one of the last presentation that one of the customers called Chef.
It's wrong.
It's wrong.
It's very
It's not
wrong.
Chef.
No
Right.
chef.
CEF.
Chef.
CEF.
Chef.
Okay. Jacek, your role?
I'm a solution architect too, as Zbigniew said. Also part of the infra portfolio team. Yeah, what I can say. the best team at Red Hat. And my main area of expertise is automation. So as usually I'm talking about Ansible, I'm gonna talk about Ansible today too. Yes, so nothing will change.
Yeah, absolutely. Your second name was Ansible.
Yeah, it is still.
Yeah, if your parents know it.
No,
30 few years ago, yeah.
They don't know it. Yeah, they don't know it yet.
Still, they don't know what
Yeah,
Ansible
yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, Martin, why you are so scared on this photo?
I'm not scared. I'm exhausted.
I'm
because
exhausted.
I work so hard, right, to deliver a good demo.
Yeah. What's your role, my friend?
Well, I'm chief software architect. I actually share two backgrounds. Well, one is infrastructure virtualization mostly, and the other is software development. So that is why I'm responsible for software development in Storware, and that's pretty much it, I guess.
Okay, a few words about myself. I'm one of the co-founders of the OpenVirtualization.Pro portal, and also CTO and VP at Storware. So see this guy each day and working hard to make the best backup solution. Try to make probably the best backup solution for RHV. Of course, it's all about feedback from our customers, not our perception of the software. You know it. But my role is also taking, let's say, vision into the execution. But it's not all about us, unfortunately, team. If you will see that from time to time we are just jumping on from ice to somewhere else, this is where we see our Red Hat team. So we just in one studio sitting in opposite, of course, in a safe 2 meters. Go on. Why? Where's the mask? So of course we're trying to make the best in the next 2 hours to share the knowledge about the 3 major topics. So the Ansible, RHV, and the backup by Storware vProtect. But first of all, we need to let me answer the few questions: who we are and why the OpenVirtualization.Pro website is important for us. We discovered that there is lots of many topics on a network, and you can find lots of blogging, experts in this area. But there is no space where we can find the Red Hat team, the open source team, the partners team, or the customers team who are willing to share the knowledge about some best experience and the practices. So we designed that we build the OpenVirtualization.Pro to get the best from our knowledge and to build the blogs or webinars or the meetups like this to expertise and share what we founded or what we are struggling or the challenging regarding the open virtualization world. When we designed the open virtualization, I have some question why you do not call it open containers, because the virtualization will disappear in a few years. The funny part is that in the latest slides we'll talk about the OpenShift virtualization, which is actually the tricky part that I will understand that and I will explain that virtualization do not disappearing, virtualization is changing. That's why we would like to talk what is changing and what is actually the role and what we should see or analyze in the near future in our environments. Agenda, I'm doing right now the introduction, and I'm supposed to right now finish because it's 10 past 2, and Zbyszek will be the next, who will talk about the 5 reasons why you should start your adventure with the Red Hat virtualization. So I know I'll have a few minutes only. Then we'll do the small break. You can just wrap up and grab some coffee. Of course, we don't see you, so we can do whatever we want on this meetup. But we'll have a small breaks, like 3-4 minutes. And after Zbyszek, Martin will come up and will present the strategies for securing environments in Red Hat virtualization, Ovid and OpenStack. Then Mr. Ansible, Jacek Skórzyński, will explain why Ansible is so important to automate the virtualization environment, but not only, Jacek, not only, but of course we'll focus on the virtualization part. Then I will talk a little bit about the future of the virtualization. Like I said, there will be some part of the containerization here and what's the role and the future based on some Red Hat insight, but also what we've seen from the open source communities and the movements. And then we'll have a time for you. Do not hesitate to ask questions during the presentation. Just put on the chat, like I said. But in the end, we'll have an open forum that will allow you to even go on a stage, wave, or ask the question. We have this option. So what we will need is just to wave a hand and says, hey, I would like to go on a stage. The platform giving us this possibility, so why do not use it? Okay, like I said, 2 more slides before I will go into the Zbigniew. We just did some survey a few months ago, and this survey was about, we asked a few questions. And one of these questions was the most common used virtualization software in companies are. And of course, like you know, the VMware and the Hyper-V is the most common platforms, unfortunately still yet. But there was a funny part because more and more companies, actually what we see, more than 66% using between 2 and 4 different hypervisors engines. So the customers more and more looking forward to differentiate the technologies, to giving the option to build the different stack of the platforms based on not only Hyper-V or the VMware, but also mainly on the KVM based hypervisor. And what I see, it's so small. The VMware 25%, KVM, legacy, OVIRT, OpenStack. Oh, thank you. If we'll count it out and sum up, we'll have more than 30% of the KVM based hypervisor. So we need to be aware that the KVM got the good momentum, and more companies are moving into this direction. What is more important, we ask the next question, the most common used virtualization software in companies using only one platform. Few years ago, of course, this is not a whole market. You need to be aware that we put a probe for the limited number of the users. But more and more we've seen that it's not that 95% using the VMware. Look what's going on into the AWS. Look what's going on with even the Nutanix movement from the hyper-converged infrastructure. They're using KVM behind the scenes, and more projects and managed service provider also going into this direction. And Zbyszek, this is important, I guess, for you, because we ask, because many times we've seen that there is a battle about the feature set, okay? Show me if the KVM has more features than the VMware. And it's not actually the answer that we should choose the software based on the number of the features, but what's the 5 common features that in most cases we are using. And keep in mind that do not look for the most cute feature set, but look for the solution that answer your demandings and your pain points. And in most cases, this is live migration, templates, snapshot, API, and automated DR testing. So matching for you, you need to figure it out the best way how to manage a snapshot and automate DR. And I think Zbyszek need to figure it out, the live migration, templates, and API things, even from the Ansible point of view. There is no Ansible here, Jacek. There is no Ansible. What's going on?
I will add my 5 cents to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even 10.
Even 10 or 15.
And I want to leave you as the introduction about this shift slide, not OpenShift yet, but the shift that the 34 and 6% of the companies, they planning to change the implementation software, and we ask to which platform they're going. KVM Legacy, Oracle Linux Virtualization Manager, Red Hat Virtualization, Proxmox based on KVM, OLVM based on KVM, OVIRT, Red Hat Virtualization. We got all of the different stacks, mainly based on the KVM. We need to keep in mind that in open source, there is also Zen, is still working, but today we'll of course focus on the KVM. So why, and I'm glad that we have right now 51 people. So you are interested in why we should consider invest in this world, why we should consider that if something changing, we should be a part of it. Also, you as a techie, you need to understand that the KVM is also a chance for the new projects. It's a chance for the new opportunities, for the new knowledge. And hopefully after this meetup, you will find a few good hints in which direction your knowledge should go, or your internal projects, if you have a part of the, for example, community that advising your member of the boards of the IT directors in which direction they should go. This is from my side at this point, so I'm disappearing. Zbyszek will take care of you in the next 20. How much time we have? I forgot. 30 minutes, not more. So I will be a clock guy. So I will try to keep everything in a good shape. So Zbigniew, 5 reasons why you should start your adventure with Red Hat virtualization. The stage is yours, my friend, and good luck.